Welcome to today's lesson on 4evac Manager version 5.3. A simple one today. We're just going to show you how to add devices. So when you open up the 4evac Manager, this is the screen that you met with. Click Add. In this particular one, we're going to go for an impact product. Give it a name, just so you know what it is. We'll call it Impact. The ID is a setting on the actual physical hardware, and priorities we'll go to later. So there you have a main controller. We're going to have some output on the main controller. We're going to have a SW6 switching matrix, which is a 6-way switching matrix and monitor. Again, ID is physically set on the device, and priority we'll go into later. One more thing, we're going to add a microphone. One of the strengths of the Impact and 4evac product range is the different types of microphones. So we're going to go touchscreen microphone. One. Again, ID set on the actual device, and priority we're going to later. So we have a controller, we have a matrix, and we have a microphone. You'll notice you don't see any amplifiers in here, and that's because with Impact, the amplifiers are set up within the Impact product. So we're going to Impact, there you go. First one, amplifiers. Channel A wiring to SW6, and channel B wiring to SW6. So you can have two channels of wiring going to the matrix, channel A and channel B. So each of the amplifiers is a 500 watt amplifier, but times 2. So a DCA 2500 is two 500 watt amplifiers. Right, so I'm going to put two amplifiers in, and one goes to that, shared it across, and that one goes to that, shared across. Charge cluster. Now, we're only going to have one charge cluster. The DCA 2500 comes with a 4 amp charger, EN54, and you can cluster them together. So there you've got an 8 amp charger, just like that. So now we set that up. Go into zones, we'll make it nice and simple, add some zones. The matrix gives you 6 outputs, so we're going to have zone 1A, and then zone 2, zone 1B, A and B circuit. Then you're going to add in zone 2A. Zone 2B, zone 3A, and finally zone 3B. Now those are individual outputs, so if we were going to look at zone 1, it would require output A and B, or circuit A and B. So how we do that is we add again, and up in this corner here you'll see zone. Now you can zone group. So if we call it zone 1, which will now encompass zone 1A and zone 1B, we have a zone group. And if we do the same for zone 2, and also zone 3, so now we have set up zone groups. All systems seem to have an all call, so we're also going to set up a final zone group that consists of all of these outputs, and we're going to call that all call. Not very original, I know, but that's what everybody calls it. So now we have zone groups. Let's add some messages in. Let's have a fire test. Let's also add in, I'll go back to these, I'll just add the messages first and I'll show you the individual things that we do. process complete. We're also going to add in an evac message because you actually have to have an evac message in. Even if you don't use it, you have to have an evac message. Right, so you'll see there's no type selected. If we look at the fire test, that's just a general message. So we're going to give that general 1. You can set the dB levels. -9 is always a good place to start. Well, if you can get there. And we'll give it a user-defined name. So this is fire test. Again, general 2, this is same message, this is for the end of it all. Test complete. The user-defined name is the one that will